By 26, I'd made over $1 million, mostly online through passive streams of income. But just a few years ago, I was scared, depressed, broke, anxious, and always constantly doubting myself. And today I'm sitting in Thailand. I don't even know what day it is. I think it's Saturday. It's my 8th country this year, and it's all because I built a life based on freedom. And here's the thing, it's not about connections, okay? My dad was a janitor, my mom was a housekeeper. It's not about strategy. I posted 200 times on Instagram when I first started, couldn't even hit 1,000 followers. And it wasn't about being in the right circles. The only business person I knew were the ones on YouTube that I would watch at 2 a.m. to feel motivated. Okay, so it wasn't luck, it wasn't strategy, it wasn't connections. Ultimately, what's gonna change your life is going to be one thing, and that is your perspective. And so in this video, I wanted to share 3 of the key perspective shifts that have made all the difference for me. So if you're not hitting 10K a month, if you're not where you want to be right now in your work, in your life, in your relationships, here are 3 shifts that are going to change everything for you. And here's the thing, I've helped hundreds of women make money online, from hitting their first 10K month to their first 6-figure years. It's the one thing that separates those who make it and those who don't. So with that, let's dive in, okay? The very first perspective shift is use your fear as fuel. Most people let their fear just paralyze them and stop them from even starting anything. But here's the thing, your brain uses fear to keep you small and to control you. Your brain tells you things like it's not gonna work, you're gonna look cringe, you're gonna fail, so that you stay in place in your safe comfort zone. But you don't wanna let your fear build a life that you don't even want. Instead, you wanna use your fear and turn that into something that allows you to create an expansive life. There's this quote that I really love, which is, if it scares you, it's probably the thing that you need to do. What you want to do is use your fear as your compass, as what you need to be doing to get to where you want to go. Use your fear to change your life for the better. For example, for years, I was scared to post on social media, but at the same time, my number one goal was to be a content creator. But every single time I thought about posting on social media, I would think, oh my God, someone's going to laugh at me. Someone's going to think I'm cringe. I'm not going to get views. It's going to fail. I'm going to waste my time. But then I realized if I just let those fear-based thoughts get to me, then 2 years from now, 3 years from now, I'm going to be exactly where I am now and wonder, should I start posting online? And so what I did was, instead of using that fear to run my program, I thought to myself, this fear, I'm going to overcome it. I'm going to commit to posting every single day on social media and see what happens. By doing that, you grow yourself, grow your capacity for fear, and you overcome your fears. Because here's the thing, your fear is always going to be there. Doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you're doing, you're always gonna have fear. But what you do with that fear is the decision that's gonna change everything for you. So here's an exercise for you. Every single time you're confronted with fear, whether it's in your work, your life, your relationships, I want you to ask yourself this. How will I feel about myself if I overcome this fear? How will you feel about yourself when you face your fears? Because at the end of the day, the only person's opinion that matters to you is your own opinion of yourself. And when you put in the work to grow yourself and overcome your fears and face your fears, you become so much more resilient and confident. And you take so much more action because you believe in yourself so much more. And that self-belief and turning your fear into your fuel is what's going to change everything for you and get you way closer to where you want to be. So the takeaway is, don't let your fear control you. You control your fear. Perspective shift number 2 that's going to change everything for you is reality bends to your beliefs. Most people think that the reality around them is fixed, that the job, the city they live in, the people around them, their environment, that it's fixed. But that kind of thinking only ever keeps them stuck. Here's the truth that successful people realize is that at any time, you can change your reality. Because here's the thing, right? Your belief system, it's what's gonna determine your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and then as a result, your external reality. So if you don't think anything's gonna change, and you don't think what you want is possible for you, your thoughts, feelings, and actions are gonna support that. When I first quit my corporate job, I was broken and depressed amongst a lot of other things. I was living in my parents' house in San Francisco, couldn't afford to move out because I was supporting them. I didn't have any social media success at that point. I didn't know how to film an Instagram reel. I felt ugly and fat. And also, I had gut issues from years of stress. But I overcame all of that because I installed a new software system in myself, which was a new belief system. I told myself that I can succeed on social media, that I can make money online, that I can have an impact on the world, that I am fit, healthy, and that I travel a lot. And in less than a year, all of those things happened. All because I gave myself a mental software upgrade. And there's so many ways to shift your beliefs, okay? For me, it was through journaling, meditation, visualization, whatever it takes for you. But shifting your beliefs is what's standing between you and the actions that you need to take to get towards where you are. And here's what I mean. If you want to be fit, but you don't believe that you can get fit, then how are you going to show up to the gym? Probably with half-ass energy. You're probably not going to eat healthy because you're like, what's the point? Or if you believe you can't make money online, then how can you expect yourself to dedicate a few hours a week towards a side hustle online? It all starts with your belief systems because that's what determines your thoughts, feelings, and actions. So here's a practice for you. Every single time you're working towards something you want and you're feeling a bit of resistance, you need to ask yourself this. What are the beliefs that are in your mind right now? And what would happen if you didn't have those beliefs? What would happen if you tried on new beliefs like a new outfit? How would that affect your actions and how you feel? Here's the thing most people don't realize is that the world reflects the story that you tell yourself, and the world is just a mirror to your internal belief system. So you want to choose the right beliefs that support your goals. Once you have the right beliefs in place, it's going to be so much easier for you to have the right thoughts, feelings, and actions that'll support that new reality that you want. Changing your belief system is ultimately what speeds up achieving all of your goals. Key perspective shift number 3 is that failure does not exist. Most people avoid failure at all costs. What that does is it keeps them stuck before they even start. They don't even give themselves a chance to take a shot at what they want. And here's the truth, okay? It's not lack of information holding people back. This is the 1990s where we're still using physical maps to go where we want to go. All the information knowledge that you want, all the how-tos, it's on the internet, at your fingertips. What's holding you back? Is it knowledge? It's not having time. It's the fear of failure. But here's the thing. There's no such thing as failure. So what are you afraid of? I had so many failures that weren't even failures, okay? And here's what I mean. In college, I started a drop shipping store and I couldn't get my marketing right, so I quit. And then I started a baking Instagram and I couldn't grow past 70 followers, so I quit. And then I made hair and beauty YouTube videos and I could barely get views and I couldn't make money, so I quit. But were those failures? They're not failures because they let you experiment and they let you dabble. It's like dating, right? You can't consider your past dates as failures because you just haven't found the right person yet. But you got to keep putting yourself out there over and over again in order to give yourself the chance to find that right person. So here's how you need to think. Every single time that you think you failed because you tried something and it didn't work, you have to be like, oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so proud of myself. I did it. I tried. Okay, next. You posted a piece of content and it didn't get any views. Okay, great. You're one piece of content closer to getting viral. You reached out to someone in the DMs and they ghosted you. Fantastic. Take yourself out for coffee because you freaking did it. You're one person closer to who you need to meet. You tried a side hustle, but you gave up because it didn't feel right. Congratulations. The next side hustle might be the thing for you. Just because the results aren't there doesn't mean it's not working. How do you know it's not working? Things are happening, even if you don't see it. But you gotta keep going because there's no such thing as failure. You're only ever moving forward. All of your failures are just forward movement towards where you're meant to be. Okay, so those are 3 key mindset shifts that have changed everything for me and are the biggest things that have helped people that I've coached go from 0 to 10K per month, 6 figures a year. It's not luck, it's not money, it's not strategy, it's not connections. It's you. It's your mindset. It's your belief system and it's your perspectives. And isn't that so reassuring because at any time you can just change it, just like that. Number 1, turn your fear into fuel. Don't let fear control you. You control it. Use it to turn your pain into your dream life. Number 2, reality bends to your beliefs. At any time, you can create a new reality for yourself, and that starts by shifting your belief systems. And number 3, there is no such thing as failure. You're only ever getting closer to where you want to be and where you're meant to be. If any of these 3 mindset shifts resonated with you, let me know. And if you have any big ones that were impactful for you, comment them below as well because I want to learn from you. And if you want more detailed videos on how to make money online, how to change your life through online income, click one of these videos. All right, good luck. You got this.